The prince apparently found some tragic peasant girl to fall in love with at the ball. You went to the ball, right? Broke the glass slippers that used to be in the window. Are your hopes up? Do you think it's you?
I have a glass shop, Todd Martin. I told you I don't have time for rumors about a prince who doesn't love everyone. Is there anything else I can help you with, or are you just here for story time?
Well, since you'll never be the type of girl a prince would marry, I have an option for you. You'll marry me.
No, thank you.
You will marry me. Then this glass shop will go to me, and your uncle will have no problem with the court's law of succession.
I think you need to relearn what option means. It's not happening. I'd rather marry that stuck-up, know-nothing royal brat than you.
You won't change your mind.
Doubtful, but I'm not one to ruin the dreams of children.
I'm not a child.
If you say so.
Good morning, Sabine.
Good morning. What can I do for you?
I need my vows from jam pesto.
Devil's breath is spreading.
Yes, Willis can't cure the jam farm. That seems complicated to me.
It's not in the city, then where is it?
The village across the river. Where's my keep taking the last week? I think the garden on this. I'll just need to call some people.
So, did you hear that the prince has declared his love for a commoner?
I mean, I can't possibly know for sure. I hate just like a rumor. But I've heard from a good source he's trying to take the whole village.
How so?
She apparently left a shoe on her way up and I'm like, I don't know council.
What kind of shoe?
Does it matter? The girl's getting a fairy tale.
Yeah.
Alright, you have to admit, this has to be one of my better plans. We get the merchant council to love us by working with one of them. We finally find your girlfriend.
As long as your father doesn't find out, we can't risk him blowing up and taking your crown away from you.
My father doesn't need to know anything. Besides, it's not like he's ever gonna notice.
Good, because you need to be king, so you can...
Being among the people, adventure!
So the kingdom doesn't go up in smoke.
Best to be optimistic then, for all their sakes. Hello! Ladies.
Be with you in a second, sir. What? Gerda, the price is the same as always. Harm will kill me if I give you another discount.
You're right!
What can I do for you, Your Highness?
You attended the ball last weekend.
Yes, my uncle's been sick, so I used the invitation Your Highness so graciously gave the Merchants' Council.
And you danced with me?
Yes, I had that honor. Better be getting arrested.
And you heard the good news that's been floating around the village?
She has! We all have.
If you could kind of come with us.
Let me know. Please let me get arrested.
Everything is totally going ahead. Get the merchant council to love us by working with one of them. And then there's our other plan.
Your plan? I want it written in every book in this damn library. I have nothing to do with any part of this. Nothing to do with this plan at all.
You have everything to do with this. I'm doing this for you.
You're doing this because you're a busybody and a lousy friend.
One of us should have a love life.
Hey, that's not...
It is what it is. My father would never let me have the crown if he knew I kept breaking off my engagements.
You should get to be happy too, regardless if it's with a man.
Princesses don't get to marry for love. But you're good.
And we're back to this. Will you at least give me the decency to do my job when she comes in?
Oh, yeah, no, sure. Meet at the stables after?
Of course.
Introducing Sabine Dumont, niece of Merchant Council Chair Armand Dumont.
Sabine, come sit.
Your Highness?
You know why you're here, right? Great!
But, Your Highness, I don't...
Charles.
Your Highness.
Charles?
Charles. I don't think you understand.
It's quite simple, really.
But it'll never work. I'm a commoner after all.
But that's exactly the point.
It is.
Yeah, I have big plans. I'm sure it'll be very exciting for you. So many things to plan.
Actually, I'm just feeling confused. Very, very confused.
Didn't you hear that I was searching for you?
Well, I heard it, but Your Highness,
Charles.
But could you really fallen in love with someone that could be. I mean, I'm sure there's someone who's more suited to your refined tastes.
Excuse me?
I didn't mean to offend you, that's just the rumor of the village.
It's just, well, could you tell me exactly what you heard in the village?
That you've fallen in love with a commoner you met at the ball, someone you danced with, someone you intended to marry, someone you traced by their shoe.
And everyone in the village heard this rumor? And the girl in the shop this morning, do you think she told everyone I was there?
Well, she's the local healer for the surrounding villages, so by now the whole country has heard it.
Jimmy, Colin, we should be headed to the guard station.
There's no need to call the guards, Your Highness. I won't tell anybody. I'll deny the rumors. I wasn't expecting anything. I didn't want anything. I'll just go.
You thought I was going to ask you to marry me, and you didn't want that?
No offense.
Oh, God, none taken, not at all. Now, I have to go see if my father has heard about this rumor, because if there's anything he cares about, it's my engagement plans.
He has. He's with us right now. You peasants. Best remember your manners.
And now, sister, no need to be rude.
Good morning, Father.
Hello. Charles, this is one of your biggest messes yet. 6 times I've had to fix situations where you've backed out of marriages. 6, I'm running out of countries, and you go and start some rumor about a peasant girl. Now, while your love for the common folk has always been entertaining, this is a PR disaster. The people will turn on you if you back out now, your precious little commoners. So you know what? Fine. Marry her.
I didn't start the rumors, Father.
Forget the peasants. We need to strengthen our trade routes.
The people need us.
Looks like you ain't one of them.
Look, this is just a big misunderstanding. I will set it right. It might take me a year, it might take me a couple of months, but I will get it smoothed out.
The only thing you will be planning for the next couple of months is what your wedding colors will be.
I can't marry her!
Why not?
Not that she's not great and all, I'm sure. I just can't marry her.
If I may be so bold, sir. People love a good rumor. And tomorrow, it'll be something new. The price of bread. Your names are fair. This will all blow over soon. Trust me. I know Charles made many mistakes in the past. I've watched many of them unfold. But this is just a bump in the scheme of things.
Why can't you marry her?
I'd rather not say.
Call it.
Well, you see, things that, you...
He gets what you're saying, Father.
Charles?
Excuse me. I realize I probably don't get to say here, but while I'm sure the castle is lovely, I'm not the right girl for this. I don't know.
The
Maybe-
lords will turn on him if he marries a commoner.
The lords will not be happy about this. Not happy at all. Maybe this will teach you how to pay, Charles. It's this or your crown.
Father?
That's enough. You must keep the people from turning. You must keep the court happy, or you'll lose your right as heir.
I understand.
That's enough.
Come on, I'll get you settled.
Settled?
You're stuck here until you figure out a way to this marriage.
Stuck? In the castle?
Yeah, the worst prison I'll ever be.
I'm not saying I don't agree, but you are the prince.
And the prince has to do what the king tells him to.
Oh, boo-hoo, you have to listen to Daddy.
Hey, can we not argue for like half a second here?
No,
Think of a plan.
look, I'm sorry I can't commiserate. Listen, your dad's rules mean that I lose any right to my glass shop when my uncle dies.
What do you mean?
Women can't inherit unless there's absolutely no man in the picture, and I have an evil apprentice waiting at home that just can't wait to get his grubby little hands all over my hard work. He's not even related, and he'll get the shop first. So, if you guys don't mind, while you guys plan, which, by the way, this plan, whatever it was, went swell. I have the utmost confidence in you. I'm going back to my glass shop to try to salvage what I can.
You can't leave!
Watch me!
I hate to admit this, but Charles is right. You can't leave now. It'll just make things worse. People will go crazy trying to figure out the rumor. You can't leave now. Just for
So I'm stuck here? What am I supposed to do?
Whatever you want.
I want to go home.
Besides that?
Inherit my own property?
Besides that?
Why not? I have to play along with this stupid game. I should get something out of it, don't you think?
My father's already upset. I can't go bypassing his rules. It'll only make it worse.
So, in the end, Prince gets what he wants, guard does his bidding, and the commoner gets nothing. Seems pretty typical to me.
Look, if everything goes to plan, you won't end up having to marry me in the end.
I guess there's a silver lining to everything.
Your Highness, the royal justice would like to see you.
Duty calls. I will fix this, on the love.
Have to give him a chance.
I don't. You'll never understand what it's like to be.
Can you keep a secret?
I don't see what this has to do.
Can you or not?
Yes.
Then I'll show you why you have to trust him. I was raised in a village in the forest. Well, I guess I was found by villagers in the forest. They raised me until I was 5, and I met Charles on his 4th birthday when he was first allowed to go riding. We became friends.
I don't see what this has to. This is a phoenix on it. No one but the royal family is supposed to carry the royal crest.
The thing is, to Charles, he and I are our family.
I don't understand. Did the king have an affair that I've never heard of, or?
Look, I had a scar here. So does Charles. If you ever get to ask, it was all his idea. Blood brothers and all that. He has a flair for the dramatic.
But what about what the princess said about the court?
Well, that might be a little more difficult. There are quite a few who particularly don't like the prince.
And why is that?
Well, let's just say a few more than we hoped got into the wrong-sided fight with Charles.
So he's prone to anger?
Justice. He only would fry if anybody was mean to me or somebody that didn't deserve it.
But that still doesn't get us out of this mess.
He will get us out of this mess.
How?
He'll just find a way.
May I have the lady a moment? She's been called to her rooms.
And what if the next rumor that she's here, the wedding's happening? It didn't take more than a slip of the tongue to one cook, one gardener, and the whole palace already knows what's happening.
Excellent. I'd love to see my silly little brother squirm his way out of this one.
Especially if he's protecting Colin.
God, him and his stupid little charm, always trying to deal his way out of things.
He's also really charming. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to smile that dashing grin of his.
I think there's more to be done here.
Where's your Highness?
Go check in the city. See how far our little plan has spread. I'll figure out how Colin is involved, because he's always protecting my dear stupid brother. And, never mind. Go.
Your Highness,
Colin!
you started the rumor, didn't you? You knew the king would be mad.
And
You ruined that girl's life.
ruined. I made her a princess. At least.
Did you feel the midnight shift again?
Of course.
Even after all these years? Even though you were clearly a better fighter than most of them.
Well, 2 things still hold true. 1, they hate me for being a commoner. And 2, I can't find any other time to do guard duty when I have to be where you are. Because you can't see more to your head.
I really messed up this time, didn't I?
Nope, it's Zora's fault.
Well, I have a new plan.
And?
It's only the greatest plan that you have ever heard.
I haven't even heard it yet.
Well, you know how my father doesn't ever listen to us?
Yes?
And you know how he doesn't care about the people at all?
Obviously.
Well, that's gonna work in our advantage.
But, Charles, you gotta start making some sense.
Well, so, you know how my father and Devil's Breath is like spreading around and stuff? He told me that I need to make an announcement about the wedding. It's dangerous, but it needs to be done.
What? We don't have any time for any sort of new plan.
Well, that's where the plan comes in.
You better start making some sense. How do you get out of a direct command from the king?
You just won't do it.
I've spent my whole life, 15 years, making sure that you kept the crown. And now, you're just gonna throw it away?
No, I'm not gonna throw it away. We're gonna go into town as instructed, gather a crowd as instructed, but instead of announcing a wedding, we're gonna be announcing a gathering. They'll happen in a few months' time. We'll have it right in the middle of the town, and we'll discuss medicine, farming. It'll be so good.
What about the king?
Well, he's not gonna notice anything because he doesn't even listen to us. Here's who's doing the gathering. You won't even look into it.
Isadora?
We'll throw a party among the court. She can't resist. She needs it more than we do.
What does Sabine do?
She spends her time calling hopelessly low while planning the event.
Whatever, point her out that stupid bowl.
We were due for something good to happen. And besides, if you would have just talked to her, I wouldn't have had to get involved. I've never had a girl run from me like that before.
Favorite moment of my life.
Your Highness, are you ready to complain?
I'm waiting for Colin.
Oh. He'll be here soon.
Well, come on then. Don't stop on my account.
Believe when I see it.
All right.
Check it. Hey, come on. Come on, come here.
I was hoping to speak to both of you.
Don't be on telling
You two seem to know each other well.
Well, that's what 15 years of friendship does for a person.
Anyway, I was thinking about my time here.
That's Marie! Ladies first. Ladies first.
I wanted to sit down with you and talk about life in the villages, show you how you can make improvements, like give you advice on how you can bring them to your side.
That's exactly what we were thinking of! Yeah. 10 out of 10.
Am I stupid or what? Oh, I'm distracted from a fight. I'm the best rider here. One more move and the prince's life could have been taken. This is stupid. It's not like she'll fall for me anyway.
You done sulking yet? Sabine's been briefed on the plan. She's all in.
On everything?
I think it's a great idea to bring the people together. I think it could really help some of the people, especially up in the mountains.
Mountain people don't particularly like my family.
After the castle sent guards to stop a so-called uprising, and the Devil's Breath took out half the village in the same season with no help coming from the king. Is that surprising to you?
No. Just a fact.
No, why don't we head over to the city? Over to the city to tempt the fates.
Let's hope your parents are as inattentive as you claim.
Trust me. Charles' parents don't pay attention unless he messes up or something else happens. So, as long as no tomatoes get thrown or people die, we should be fine.
Please gather round for an announcement from your prince. Important announcement straight from the prince.
They're not coming over.
We're not going to walk straight into bad news.
What do you mean?
Good news never comes from official announcements. Raises in taxes, new tariffs, stricter laws. That's usually the sort of thing that comes from the castle.
I mean, she's got a point. Plus, with all these guards around, I really think it's making everyone nervous.
I will handle it. Hey, why don't you and this down, like, head back to the castle and just, like, let me handle it?
But you will be unprotected.
I better keep calm with me then. Besides, I think you guys are, like, scaring them.
Are you sure?
Always 100%.
Very well.
Good afternoon, everyone. As your crown prince, I have come here directly to announce a gathering that we will be having in a few months' time, where we'll be discussing medicine, farming, etc.
This will be an opportunity of a lifetime. People from around the kingdom will be buying your wares. You'll learn new ways to fight Devil's Breath. Think of the money.
Why is the castle doing this?
The castle has had knowledge that has just been stuck. If we want to grow, we must grow together. If we want to stand, we must stand together.
Who is she?
Yeah, tell us. Are the rumors true?
This is Sumi Dumont. Her uncle is head of the merchant council. She's here to make sure her needs are met during this exciting time. We hope to be bringing the city and the castle closer together this time.
Is that the girl?
Are they engaged? They'd better be. I want one of us on the inside. You know, like Colin has been.
Let's see if the prince can keep any of his promises since he since he sure couldn't keep any of his previous engagements.
During this exciting time, I hope to be visiting the city much more. Thank you.
Charles.
Today's a good start.
Sure, we could be all right. I doubt anyone would try to hurt him.
It's never his fault I worry about. Just once, I'd like him to give me a warning. He's gonna give me a heart attack.
Colin, my sister had her baby last night.
That's wonderful. How's she doing?
She's doing very well. Thanks for sending us the extra food. It really will help us get through the next few weeks while she's recuperated.
Of course.
Excuse me, did you guys say something about a little baby thing? Nancy?
If your husband would like.
I don't think it's the right time, Your Highness.
I know. It's a blessing. Come here, Chris. This way.
I know he thinks his crown is in danger, but Charles didn't strike me as the stooping to kiss babies type.
He just really likes babies. It's not strange or anything. He just cares for things that have potential to be great.
So he's just like a protector of the innocent?
Yeah, I mean, anytime Charles got into trouble, I could find him in the nursery. He took care of his cousins the day they were born.
I mean, so he is really just like a protector of the innocent. I mean, he was like that with you, but you don't seem to be protecting now. Why are you two still so close?
Well, I mean, I was winning that fight earlier. I always, well, except for today.
So, if you don't need protecting now, why are you two still so close?
Because someone needs to protect him.
Extraordinary birthday, don't you all think?
Eye-opening.
Yeah.
What are my brother's newest whereabouts? He's been in the city. People seem to love him even more. He wants to be married out there. We'll have to put a stop to that. What if Colin and the girl, what about their stupid activities? I'm not entirely sure, Your Highness, but Colin, like, he won't separate from Charles or the girl. I can't get close to him, like, at all. It's agitating. He's always had that flashing smile. It's absolutely disgusting. What of the girl and her family? She has no parents. They died years ago. But her uncle has taken her into his glass shop. She seems to have talent there, but will inherit your father's loss. I can work with that. Just another one of his pretty little girls that he got stuck under his tongue. I'll try to save them while I can. I'm going to get the crown, and I'm going to take those two fools down. You know, this party's the perfect chance for me to get in the Lord's ears. Of course, there is. Speaking of the party, we'll be starting soon. Should we leave? We'll be fashionably late. Of course, we're not leaving hundreds.
I invited all the boys and ladies.
Everything will be just fine.
Remember, everyone still thinks the two of you are engaged.
Well, me and my turtle dove have no problem making them believe that and go and let you to dance.
Why do these dances change so much?
Keeps the court entertained.
Keep some preoccupied, though.
I won't have to speak to any of them, will I?
No, just let me handle it. And Isadora, make sure you avoid her at all costs.
Your sister can't be that bad. A little cold, maybe.
I think you mean vindictive.
And what happens if I somehow have to speak to her alone?
Keep your enemies close.
Lovely. Yes, it is a lady vodka. You said you know. Everyone has their private opinions.
They are. It doesn't seem like it.
Well, sometimes the best artwork is people who trust me. You know, I have many glassworks at home, and I would love it if someone could tell me about them.
It would be my honor.
Your uncle is a good man.
You know my uncle?
Well, he used to work here in the city. Not a long time ago. How is he?
Sick, Bray. Old and tired.
Well, I don't know.
A prince.
True, never stopped thinking that one.
It's like a coiled spring whenever he has to sit down.
Sometimes sadness is hidden under a smile, and those are burdens little boys carry.
Boys.
sisters soon. Of course. Come, let's go find my silly brother.
And no one is better than him.
Are you sitting?
Yes, Isadora.
Oh, there you two are. I'm going to take to be here for a dance. Remember, we're supposed to be avoiding her.
It's not like she gave me much of a choice.
She's behind so much, right?
Why does she hate you?
Would you like the alphabetical list of a chronological order?
Why isn't Colin dancing?
He's working. Besides, he doesn't really like parties. It was like this night we first met.
At the ball?
Yeah, he's actually the one who pointed you out to me.
Why?
What? The glass shoes! We had never seen glass shoes before.
My uncle had them made for my mother's wedding. But I broke them
When you ran, why did you run?
I'm not a very good dancer. I was afraid
Of me?
of what you would say when you learned I was a commoner, but I guess you probably already knew that when you asked me to dance.
I did, and you've gotten a lot better in practice.
Your Highness, may I speak with you about business?
Oh, yes, of course. Sabine, you should go talk to Colin. I'm sure he'd love for somebody to acknowledge his existence.
No, my brother doesn't have the best vision.
Is that so?
It's awful tired waiting trying to be here, isn't it?
I really don't think it's my place to say anything, Your Highness.
My mother is from across the street. They're ready to be everywhere.
They can? Even if there's a man somewhere in line?
Crazy when my brother and father are trying to keep around. Just like your black dog, right?
Well, yes, I guess so, but the prince said that he couldn't do anything about it. But Colin said that...
Colin is my brother's little puppy. He would follow him off a cliff. He would listen to his own execution and pay from Charles' sins. Forget the boys' club. We've got to stick together. Think about what you want and who's going to get it with you. Anyway, that's me done.
Your Highness!
What does the door say?
Nothing.
That's good. She's generally up to something.
Yeah.
You look nice up there dancing with the prince.
Thanks. He said you were at the ball.
I'm generally wherever he is.
Do you go along with everything he says?
I talk him out of the worst ideas.
But you don't blindly follow him.
Following Charles blindly is a great way of walking off the cliff. He's a dreamer, and sometimes he needs help staying tethered to reality.
Do you really think we can blow up this gathering and put an end to this marriage?
I think so. We have to.
And you really think Charles can change the kingdom?
Yes.
What about Isadora?
What about her?
Why is it she can't be king?
Besides the fact that she's a manipulative liar.
I'll remind you that we are currently lying to everyone. Why are you so against her? You act like it's life or death that Charles gets the throne.
All she cares about is her revenge against Charles.
Revenge? For what?
Not so long ago, on Charles' last engagement, he broke it off with the guy's cousin. He was upset. He thought he had used her. So he left and sent Isadora home in shame, and now no one wants her.
So she does want his crown and revenge.
She never intended on staying here. She never cared. She was brought up to believe that she would be leaving and, have her own throne. She doesn't care about this village. She'd burn it without a second thought. Well, she'd probably smile.
Smiles can hide lots of things. I think we should move the medical tents down to the slums of the city. Easier access for the city folk.
Good idea. Do you think we'll need wagons for, transporting people?
I think there's too many people in the streets. It's already too crowded in the city.
I agree.
Figured you'd be used to it.
still go out whenever I can.
To the village in the forest?
They've always given me and Charles a place to escape to. We used to just hang out with a bunch of families when we were kids. I think Charles liked it for hunting, but it's great to be with a place where you just feel like you belong.
Well, I thought you belonged to Charles. Didn't you consider him family?
I do, but that doesn't mean everybody else treats me fairly. Although the guards are too far down the line to inherit anything, they're illegitimate sons. I'm one of the only guards that doesn't have an ounce of royalty in his blood.
Who knows? Maybe you were left there by some queen.
That's about as likely
A
as...
prince falling in love with a commoner?
Touche. Guess we could both daydream that fairy tale.
But I don't want to marry the prince, remember?
What about you? What about your uncle?
My uncle loves a good fairy tale. He used to tell them to the kids of the village, but now that he's gotten sick, he barely gets up. Martin, the awful apprentice, and he was awful at everything, just ordered me around. It was hard work, but I love making things with glass. My uncle's work looks like it's going to come alive at any second, and I want to be as good as him someday.
Here.
I thought they both broke.
I kept this one for you.
These were my mother's. I'm so glad one of them survived. It's all I have left of her. So, when I get to not marry the prince, will that be the last I hear of the castle?
Only if you want to be.
So, you would come visit me?
I mean, having Charles there might be like having a bull in a china shop, but I can assure you, he can pay for anything he breaks.
And if you came to visit me?
Well, I'd be really careful because I can't pay for any damages.
Sure, we could work something out.
Well, I don't know. Never been really a creative person.
Lots of other things you could do.
Yeah.
Colin, we need to talk.
You can wait.
Now, Colin.
What is it, Charles? Can you see I'm in the middle of something?
We can break that down later. We need to talk.
About what?
Your village.
Spit it out, Charles.
Devil's breath is taking the village.
But there's no cure.
There has to be someone left. I mean, the doctors, they have medicine. We sell them in vials. It can help slow the disease.
They're gone. They're all gone.
There has to be someone left. It's never taken out a village this quickly.
Oh, no, no!
Sabine, I need to be with Colin. I need you to go check in with the healers to see if Devil's breath has reset anywhere else.
This can't be. No!
I need you to go now, Sabine.
It's okay.
They were my family.
I know.
They were all I had in this world that was mine.
No, we'll make it right.
I have to go, Charles. I have to bury them.
I can send someone to do it.
I have to do this by myself.
You don't have to carry the world on your shoulders, brother. Let me help.
Charles.
I know they were with you when you had nothing. They took you in, but you need to sit. You cannot go help them if you haven't sat and processed.
We never sit. We have to act. That's usually your motto. You should be promising me some cure, some justice, some better tomorrow.
I will promise you all that and more. But I know they were mine all the way from home too. But you need to process. You cannot help if you have not processed.
Charles, I need to go. The gathering starts in 2 days.
That's what you want.
We can sit for another minute. Another minute.
Of course.
Colin, you're back. How are you? How's... That's a dumb question.
It's done. How are the preparations going?
Everything seems to be going to plan. Charles keeps disappearing, but that's nothing new.
can't be here. People to talk to. Crowns to secure.
Well, I have to get back to whatever it is that's going on with you and Sabine. I have some last minute things to do, so if you'll excuse me.
It's been a long time.
Not nearly long enough.
That's such a shame. Time really is a precious commodity. Something I'm sure your uncle doesn't have a lot of.
Uncle, how is he?
You should come and see. Of course, if you're too busy with all of this, I guess it's no big loss to the last shop to me.
I don't hold my breath.
My deal's still on the table. You could marry me, and then the glass shop stays with you.
The answer is still no.
When the prince gets bored of listening to a comrade, he'll change your mind.
He won't get bored. He's a good person, unlike you.
We'll see.
What you guys talk about?
Then yeah, let's hope you-
Don't look now, but the king is coming.
Oh, shit. Just play it cool. Keep your answers vague.
Why do you always refer to me as Bird?
You do seem excited. People even cheered when I came to the gates. Can you imagine that? They were happy to see me. You know, this marriage was the greatest idea I've ever had.
That is great. Big event. Lots of people. Great ideas.
You know, you really are growing here today. I can't wait to tell you about how well this is going. You'll make a great king someday.
Thank you, Father.
I think one more thing to look at, then that's enough of the city for me.
We shall escort you.
Of course.
Very well.
That's
Stupid father. What's he about when he knows what's happening? It's part of the plan. Looks like I'll have to take him down like the rest of those bumbling fools.
Stupid Sabine. Why can't she do what she's told anymore?
Sounds like looking for a partnership. Sir, you know this Sabine Dumont?
Yes, she is the niece of my employer.
Do you ever wish she just disappeared?
Yes.
Like that glass shop. It's rightfully yours, isn't it?
Her uncle's refusing to die and give up the shop.
What if she just wasn't in the picture?
Her uncle will fight me as long as she's still in the picture.
What if she isn't in the picture? I mean, just have to get past Colin and that won't be that hard, will it?
How?
We could ride in the conquer.
The house.
You get a kiss to the king. I always gotta carry a little something on you.
Okay.
Just, you know, don't let that breath Sabine see.
so excited.
It's awesome.
Your Majesty, you are the shining star of this kingdom. It would mean so much for you to take this drink with my unworthy hand.
See what I mean?
I do, Grace. I do.
Your father, His Grace, the King
Is what? We were just with him an hour ago.
he's collapsed, sir. The doctors, they think it's devil's breath.
Breath. But there haven't been any cases of it in the city. And it's not like he talked to anyone. How did he get it?
From that cult figure, the one who made him the drink. village. All those people. Got anything for you, Charles? Charles, I need to talk to you.
I need to talk to you too.
Whatever it is, can wait.
I can't.
But Charles,
My father's sick.
Charles, tell us about this.
He's made his decree.
What decree?
The wedding. It'll happen tomorrow. He wants to see it with his own eyes before he dies. He'll announce it tomorrow morning.
What?
I'm sorry. I really am.
I have one piece of good news today.
The crown is what's most important. Without it, there's nothing we can do.
Keep your crooked crown. It caused all this.
What are you talking about?
Colin, take a deep breath and tell us what's wrong.
It's created by your family. It's disease. It's not a disease. It's only a genocide. It was used to keep naysayers down.
What you were saying does not make any sense. My father is dying of devil's breath right now. Look, I know you're upset about your village, but you cannot go around throwing crazy accusations.
That's it. I'm done with the crown. You're right. You will never understand it. Good luck. Bye.
Colin! Colin! He'll be back, right?
Maybe. But I think you should look into what he was talking about.
Get me the messenger! Look, I am sorry. I know you and Colin have a good thing going.
At least you're a better option than Martin back home.
Glad to be of service.
I just need to know one thing. Well, I guess 6 things.
What happened to the other girls?
Just want to make sure that I'm not going to end up resenting the fact that I met you.
Don't you already?
No.
Even after all this?
As long as I don't find out that you stuffed any of those girls into a closet.
You're not gonna find any girls in the closet. Just me.
You?
Yeah, it turns out I'm not really looking for a princess.
You're gay.
Yep.
Huh. Is Colin, are you guys?
We're just friends. And besides, she was in you.
I don't know. It's been a day of surprises.
Why set engagements at all?
My father said so, and each time I told myself it's for the betterment of the country. I can handle it, that the crown is more important than my happiness. But they never see eye to eye with me. They're always caught up in the courts games like this and Dora. But you get my dream. You see my vision. So I guess I'm sorry that you're going to be marrying a man that will never love you like that.
At least I'm marrying a man I can trust. We can not be in love with each other together.
And what about Colin? Do you think he'll be back?
I hope so.
Your hires?
Yes, I need you to locate the dealers that were with me.
I believe they went back to the city, Your Highness. It may take a few hours to locate them.
As soon as you can.
Right away.
I've never been mad at him before. All our lives.
Well, think about what he said. He believes your family is responsible for the death of his. He loves you as a brother, but he's not royal. He'll always be second class.
How could that be true? My father's sick right now. What would he gain from attacking Colin's village? They supported the castle.
What's important is that Colin feels it's true.
And if it is true,
And we fix it. Together. With Colin.
if we can find him.
We will find him. And the truth.
Running out of time to figure out why this won't work.
So glad you can make it.
I wouldn't miss it. Oh, it seems like your little shadow is missing.
Colin couldn't make it.
See.
It's me. You're beautiful. Are you ready?
For you?
We'll see.
Any sightings of Colin?
None.
What about the doctors from yesterday?
They're still missing.
It's time, brother.
Oh, all right. Good afternoon, everyone. As your crown prince, it is my job to tell you that there is more to this event than I had originally told you. the honor that I announce a surprise that I'm sure will delight you.
Tell us.
We will be having a ball.
A ball?
How exciting!
Wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it'll be held right here in Town Square. Everyone will be invited. Now, I must go back to planning.
You're weak in your thoughts.
Leave me alone, Isadora.
And what father? His dying wish ignored.
The people still love me.
Who cares if the people still love you if you don't have any power? You dare touch me?
Leave it alone. You made me think we would be on the same side. I stood up for you with the boys. It turns out they were right about you all along. You're nothing but a power-hungry maniac.
You rue the day!
Put it on my calendar. What happened? Why did you not announce the wedding?
I just kept imagining calling out there. And I didn't want to sit down and do what a freaking castle told me. I am not my father's puppet. And I didn't want to marry the girl he loves.
Oh,
Didn't hear from me.
did you hear it from him?
Don't listen to him.
Martin?
Devil breath is in the city.
Devil's breath. Never made it this before.
Nobody panic. We are looking into it. We've sent doctors to the castle to give a report, and we're on our way now. Would the prince put himself in danger?
Get ready for the ball. I will get to the bottom of this.
Gerda, Sabine.
Sabine?
Colin?
Charles?
Good.
Colin, get up.
So what are you doing here?
What are you doing here? She needs a 6 Don't you ever think like a prince?
That's what you're for.
You won't get sick. So poison.
A poison. So it's true?
I told her about it. And she listened.
Colin,
It all makes sense. It didn't act like any disease I've ever seen before.
Well, we need to see the antidote to it.
and what about my father?
Look at the patients.
They're the doctors.
It's well, Isadora told them to give the cure. They wouldn't have to lie.
Do you mean Isadora poisoned the king?
You wouldn't.
You know she would. She would do anything in her power. But to pull us apart. Even by hurting people that I love. But, you know, at the end of the day, she can't hurt us. Because you guys, everybody, you're to get married. You haven't made the announcement.
I didn't make the announcement.
What?
I just kept imagining you storming out. And with all this, I'm glad I didn't make the announcement. I do not want to be controlled by a crowd who calls all this.
And?
I don't want to marry a girl.
Can you do this?
Yeah, it could be mad at me forever.
Clearly we can't leave the king to Isadora.
Why would you do this?
If she has the antidote, then, and she wants revenge, she could choose to stop this at any time.
Not to stop it.
I feel like this is not my fault.
No. This is Isadora's fault.
Do you think you did the antidote from the princess?
Only one way to find out.
So, if I know Isadora, she hid the antidote right in front of our faces.
Think it's here in the library?
Let's look.
I think I found it.
We need to get this Gerda.
So she really did do it.
More reason we need to get this done.
Gerda can get this made, and she can make enough to help anyone who's sick, including the king. Well, it's the dream team trio isn't back together.
You couldn't keep us apart.
You know, I really thought murdering an entire
stop you?
I let her run. It made the story even better.
What story?
The story where the prince's little lapdog wanted to rise above his station and ran off with his beloved.
I want to believe, want to be royal, or want to kill Charles.
Oh, really? When they find your blade next to his dead body, with a phoenix illegally carved in it?
Sabine will stop you!
You said that already. Don't you finally see? I'm 5 steps ahead of you! You know, what dress do you think will go best with the crown?
Because I don't want to ever enjoy the last few moments of suffering.
Isadora!
I got it!
Isadora! Isadora! What are you doing here?
You heard her. She wants me to run, so instead, let's go St. Charles.
Kind of tied up here.
Good thing I brought something.
All right, go to the king.
St. Charles!
Thank you. Don't like this one to keep going for his death.
We'll be all right, Grace. The antidote will start working soon, and then we can find home. Stay here and stay outside until you feel better.
Sabine, we meet again.
Martin, what are you getting out of this?
What am I not getting out of this? It doesn't hurt to have a friend on the throne. Thought you would have figured that out, but maybe you're born with your silly little prince and have thought of an offer.
No, absolutely not.
Then I'm gonna have to take you to the princess. I mean, queen.
Everything all right?
Peachy.
What happened to my son? Your daughter.
Isadora,
You want it only?
and you saved me.
And me.
You okay?
Embarrassed, but overall, I'll be fine.
Neither of you look like you can stand another fight.
Isadora has more than half the guard in sight. There's bound to be another
Hey,
fight.
hey, hey, hey. Look, I'm open to any suggestions. That doesn't make this headache any worse.
I say it's time we give her exactly what she wants.
You're kidding.
Think about it. She wants the crown. She wants power. She thinks she stopped us. She's too cocky to check on the end results.
It might be just telling you, but that doesn't seem like it helps us.
Think about it. What does she want? The crown. She wants to be in charge. We're in the throne room. She's bound to call the lords into this very room.
So, just trapping her in her own words makes this story even better.
Exactly. Help me hide the king in Charles. I don't have a lot of time. The lords are on their way. Excellent. Should you be standing or sitting to show that I'm more so cold? The cold took take from the head. You know, I really did think the old man would last just a little longer. I think so. Perfect. Let it over. It's been great sadness that I called what you did here today for my father. Or even taken from this world. So is my dear, dear brother. His love for the common folk was always entertaining. But that same love became the end of him. The crown weighs heavy on my head, but it was my father's last decree that I should take it.
Hey, if it's so heavy, why don't you just hand it over?
I was told you were.
Next time you better check, make sure your guards finish the job, and I'll hand it over.
Okay, so what I'm gonna say is get it
last decree that I would take the crown.
Isidora, this is more worse than I could have ever imagined. Lady Fauntleroy, take her to her chambers and lock her in this instant.
Take your stupid crown.
I suppose I know you're trying to thank me. And the whole kingdom too.
And I'll take an apology and the crown. You will abdicate the throne and step down as king.
Charles, have you gone mad? I will do no such thing.
I'm giving you the courtesy of a graceful exit. The people have suffered because of you. Your crimes will not go unpunished.
I never meant to. You are right. I'll announce it tonight at the ball. You are king now, Charles.
What will your first act be, King?
At this leisure of this engagement.
Another one. Charles, what am I going to do with you?
I don't want to get married. And besides, the people still love me.
You're a little low.
I won't be alone. Oh, Sabine, why don't we do something about your glass shop?
Yes, please.
And maybe dinner.
Oh, I love dinner.
You're not invited! No, I'm sorry for a little.